Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. How is Chrisley coping with losing Todd and Julie? Chrisley feared what would happen to her as the hammer was dropped, and her parents/grandparents were collectively sentenced to 19 years behind bars. Heartbreakingly, Julie told the courtroom that Chloe confided in her that she simply didn't want to live if she couldn't go on living with Chrisley as her mother. Breaking down, Julie told the courtroom how devastating it was to hear Chloe say such a thing to her. Chrisley revealed on her podcast that it had been decided she would take custody of both Chloe and Grayson. Overall, fans have pretty mixed feelings about it, and some question whether she'll be up to the job of suddenly being a parent of two older children. Naturally, there are just as many fans who applaud Savannah for taking on this job, as she's currently young and single. So, suddenly becoming a mother probably wasn't on her immediate to-do list. Unsurprisingly, it has been revealed that Chrisley is struggling a bit with the realization that she's about to lose the only parents she's ever known. The family reassured fans that Chloe is getting therapy to help her work through the traumatic emotions. How is Chrisley dealing with preparing to lose her parents? Keep reading for a more detailed update. Chrisley update. How is she coping with losing her parents? During her recent appearance on Chrisley's podcast, Julie shared that Chloe is dealing with the difficult situation in her own way. This includes seeing therapists to help sort through her emotions. Chrisley explained during the podcast episode that the family learned the hard way that Chloe was listening to more than they realized. Turns out, Chrisley had developed a habit of putting on headphones and appearing to listen to music. She, however, wasn't actually listening to anything, so she could hear the conversations the grown-ups were having. Savannah proceeded to clarify that Chloe is very aware of the current situation. She knows of the legal issues, and she knows her parents are preparing to head to prison. Unsurprisingly, Chrisley Knows Best fans have found a lot of peace in being informed that Chrisley is seeing therapists regularly to work through her emotions during this difficult situation. Likewise, fans also find comfort in knowing that Chloe is very close to Savannah and loves her very much. So, Savannah will be a comfortable person to shower Chloe with love and support during this difficult time. For the most part, Todd and Julie Chrisley going to jail at the same time and forcing Grayson and Chloe to be raised by someone else also divides fans. Many fans note they should have thought of the children before committing the crimes. Others, however, still hold on to the Chrisleys' claims of being innocent. The Chrisley family has always been known for their laughter, lavish lifestyle, and Southern charm. But behind the reality TV smiles, heartbreak has quietly taken root. Especially for young Chrisley, whose world changed dramatically when her grandparents, Todd and Julie Chrisley, were sent to prison. Chloe, who once spent her days laughing on set with her grandparents during Chrisley Knows Best tapings, now faces a very different reality. At just 12 years old, she's had to adjust to life without the two people who raised her, guided her, and adored her beyond measure. A child's heart in the middle of chaos. When Todd and Julie reported to prison, fans immediately wondered how Chloe was handling it all. The bubbly, bright little girl who had brought sunshine to the Chrisley household was suddenly facing separation from her biggest supporters. Insiders close to the family say Chloe struggled deeply at first. She didn't understand why Papa and Mama Julie couldn't come home. The reality of federal sentences isn't easy for adults to comprehend, let alone a child. In the early days, Chloe reportedly asked Savannah, who became her legal guardian, if Todd and Julie were coming home soon. Savannah had to find gentle words to explain that her grandparents wouldn't be home for a long time. It broke her heart every time she saw Chloe's hopeful face turn to confusion. Savannah, determined to provide stability, stepped up in every way imaginable. Between hosting her podcast Unlocked and fighting legal battles to appeal her parents' convictions, she's made it her mission to protect Chloe's heart from shattering. Savannah's promise. I'll always be here for her. Savannah has become more than a big sister to Chloe. She's her anchor. Viewers of Unlocked have heard Savannah speak candidly about the emotional toll of balancing guardianship and grief. She's a child, Savannah said in one emotional episode. She's lost her mom, and now she's lost her grandparents. I refuse to let her lose her sense of security, too. Savannah ensures Chloe stays grounded through school, therapy, and family activities that help her feel connected to the love she once knew at home with Todd and Julie. Chloe's days are filled with routines that mirror what her grandparents taught her. Morning prayers, family dinners, and bedtime affirmations. I love you and God loves you more, was one of Todd's favorite phrases, and Savannah has made sure it remains part of Chloe's nightly routine. Holding on to hope. Although Todd and Julie are far from home, their presence is felt in Chloe's life every day. Savannah has shared that Chloe often writes letters to them, decorating envelopes with colorful stickers and hearts. She tells Todd about school projects and Julie about her love for cooking, something the two use to bond over. Julie, ever the nurturing matriarch, sends replies filled with encouragement. She tells Chloe how proud she is, how much she's growing into a young lady, and that they're praying for her every night, Savannah revealed. For Todd, the letters are bittersweet. He reportedly keeps every note in his cell, rereading them when the nights feel long. Chloe gives me strength, he told Savannah during one of their monitored calls. She reminds me why I have to stay strong, so I can come home to her. Coping through creativity and faith. Chloe's spirit hasn't dimmed entirely. Instead, she's channeled her emotions into creativity. Drawing has become her outlet, her way of expressing what words can't. She fills sketchbooks with family portraits, hopeful rainbows, and messages like love wins and faith first. Savannah says these drawings have become a window into Chloe's healing process. When she draws, she's peaceful. It's like she's talking to mom and dad. Also played a major role in Chloe's emotional growth. Faith has always been a cornerstone for the Chrisleys, and now it's what holds them together. On Sundays, Savannah and Chloe attend services, often sitting quietly during worship. Those moments, Savannah says, bring Chloe comfort, like she's still part of something bigger than all the pain. Growing up fast. Chloe has matured quickly in the past year. While most kids her age worry about school dances or video games, she's learning about strength, forgiveness, and resilience. She's spoken in small moments about missing her grandparents' hugs, the kind that made her feel safe no matter what happened in the world. But she also talks about how proud she'll be when they finally come home. Papa said even when bad things happen, we have to keep believing, she once told Savannah. That's the kind of wisdom Todd instilled in her, and it's guiding her still. At times, Savannah has admitted she feels the pressure of trying to fill Todd and Julie's shoes. They're irreplaceable, she said in a tearful interview. But I want Chloe to look back and know that she was loved, protected, and never left alone in this. The public spotlight. While Savannah works tirelessly to keep things normal, she also shields Chloe from the harsher side of public opinion. The Chrisley name has been splashed across headlines for years. First for their fame, then for their legal troubles. Savannah has made it clear that Chloe doesn't deserve to be affected by any of that. She's an innocent child, Savannah said. She didn't ask for any of this, but she's handling it with more grace than most adults I know. Fans have rallied around Chloe, sending letters, gifts, and prayers. The outpouring of love has been a bright spot for the family. Savannah says she reads some of the messages aloud to Chloe to remind her how many people are rooting for her happiness. The road ahead. The journey is far from over. Todd and Julie still face years behind bars, though appeals continue. For Chloe, that means growing up without her grandparents by her side. But there's hope that someday, when this chapter closes, the family can reunite stronger than ever. Savannah has hinted at possibly writing a book one day. A story not of scandal, but of survival. She wants Chloe to see that even when life falls apart, love can rebuild it. In the meantime, Chloe focuses on small joys, baking cookies with Savannah, video chatting with friends, and playing with the family's beloved dogs. Those moments of laughter remind her that, even though things have changed, happiness can still live in their home. Love never leaves. Todd and Julie's absence has created a void, but the love they poured into Chloe hasn't disappeared. It's in every drawing she colors, every prayer she whispers, and every hug she shares with Savannah. For a girl who has already faced more heartbreak than most adults, Chloe's resilience shines like a quiet miracle. She misses her grandparents deeply, but she hasn't lost her light. As Todd once said on Chrisley Knows Best, family isn't about where you live, it's about where your heart is.